across the rugged terrain of Colorado and Wyoming, 10 unlikely riders pursue an elusive mountaintop destination called Phantom Lake. Among them are a single grad student,
It's just me and Alexa. Alexa can't give me a hug.
a photographer and tinkerer,
This is pretty sweet. If you don't have a pair of these, you need to get them.
an adventure-starved accountant,
I'm domesticated. I need an adventure, please.
a second career jazz singer,
This really is real. This is really happening.
a college student,
This is my valid motorcycle's license, in case you were
a
wondering.
multi-business entrepreneur,
As far as my off-roading experience, there's a first time for everything. Take that, Rockies!
a semi-retired lobbyist,
You gotta keep that smile. Oh yeah.
a quiet engineer,
Hopefully I make some more close friends on this trip coming up.
and a diligent young father.
I have a fear of heights. I overcome that fear.
Longtime pastor, adventurer, and father figure Brian Tome will lead the way.
Jesus tells a story about God. He says what God does is he gives different.
To make it to the end, they must overcome mental fatigue, physical fatigue, and even the landscape itself. Will these riders have the determination, stamina, and courage to make it to the end?
I wake up every day and I say to God, God, whatever you got going on today, I want to be a part of it. We're going to do something really unorthodox in taking inexperienced riders on this trip. You got to be in a situation that's foreign to what you're used to. New riders are going to be challenged. I have this feeling that everyone has an adventure that they're on. I want to see real people in the real world with real life adventures learn how to conquer them. That's why I want to do this trip with people who need it. We're not in a difficult position. We don't grow the way we could grow. I learn when things are difficult. I learn when I get smacked in the mouth. I learn when I fall down. I don't want to fail because I didn't try hard enough. Some people would say, well, you're a pastor. Shouldn't you just be doing Bible studies? I'm about making real men and women stronger, and this is a way that I found that does it.
Previously on Phantom Lake.
It's not gonna work.
I know.
It's not gonna work. Sarah is out. She's not in a good place to be able to do this.
Patty, she was lifeless. When I first came around that corner and saw a bike down and Patty twisted up next to it.
Seeing how she fell, it could have easily been a different story.
I'm glad I wasn't riding.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's just a dynamic of a relationship, but I feel like I've been pegged as a liability.
I don't want to go through the rest of this trip feeling like Brian's thinking, Thomas shouldn't be here, Thomas needs to go home.
Welcome to the worst day of riding I've ever had in my life. I can't find a campsite or place to pitch my tent at all. We find a place on the side of the road. I'm not even sure if it's legal, but I know for sure someone's about to get hurt really bad, so we take it.
Yeah! Welcome back, man.
Morning, this is Zach. This is morning 2, day 3. And I woke up a little bit early and got to hang out down here. Kind of at the base of some mountains. We got in really, really late last night, so we actually had no idea. This is the first day we're gonna actually get our bikes dirty, and I'm really excited about that.
I've seen a lot of stuff, especially growing up on the south side of Chicago. But I never seen a motorcycle accident that took place right in front of me. I mean, when she fell, I saw a pile of dust. She flipped, bike flipped over her head first. And when I got up to her, it just looked like you can draw a chalk line around her. It made me think about how quickly we can be here one minute and gone the next. I'm just thankful.
Did you bring your mother's spoon that she used to spank you with? What are you, you know who this is? What? Hey, Kool-Aid! You brought the Kool-Aid, man. You brought a Kool-Aid spoon to a motorcycle thing. That's right.
Is that like bringing a knife to a gunfight?
It's probably a little bit better. Thomas is a little too young to remember Kool-Aid.
No, I got nothing. You guys are old.
Before we leave, everyone will get a chance to use the Kool-Aid spoon for initiation, if you choose. Pooping in the woods is nasty. I don't care how glorified people try to make it sound. It's a natural thing. It's what God made you to do. Crouch in a position and let it go. No, that's just nasty.
Actually, believe it or not, I could take a right now.
Just maybe a little primer on pooping in the woods. How to do it.
Are you a grab the tree guy?
I did it once, but...
You're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. You only grab the tree if you don't have the flexibility to get down to a Johnny Bench catcher position. Yeah, yeah.
Squat.
Right.
Barbell squat.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna grab onto a tree, you're basically replicating sitting on a toilet.
I never pooped in the woods. I'd have pooped like this. I'm thinking about like retrofitting my bathroom at home.
Hire a plumber and tell him you want him to lower your toilet floor level.
So if you're sitting, you still got that kink. But if you're down Johnny Bench, it's like as soon as you get like this, that kink opens up. It's like whoosh.
You can hear the whoosh when it came out, right?
Whoosh. Are you serious?
Whoosh. And then after that, I said, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is so out of my comfort zone that when you actually told me, you know, and I heard that I was gonna be part of it, I felt like the dog that caught the car. I'm like, oh crap. Now what are you gonna do?
Did you wear an earring on a bike trip?
Yeah. I wear my earring on vacations and stuff.
Me too.
But I put it in for this trip because I'm like, I'm letting my hair down.
You wear earrings on bike trips.
Dude, you don't take brothers on bike trips enough. I did take mine out. I took mine out because I'm like, I'm in the woods with a bunch of white guys, so I took both of mine out. But
Why'd you take your earring out?
because I'm trying to fit in with this side of the room over
That's
here.
the problem.
I'm sorry.
If you were trying to fit in with us, you wouldn't be segregated all the time. You three are always together.
Look at y'all. All y'all on that side of the room.
Who needed to poop talk? Only this side of the room.
We don't
Only
do
this side of the room. We don't poop in the woods.
We were like, hey man, you poop? You poop?
Brothers don't poop in the woods.
You poop? That's why. Kool-Aid rains, man. You gotta keep that smile. You gotta keep that smile. This is memories from the 70s. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Wow. Hey Kool-Aid, I think I'll make it to Phantom Lake, no problem. In fact, I'll be waiting on everyone else to get there when I get to Phantom Lake.
Stop strapping a stick to my bike.
What's wrong with the stick? Think it'll catch fire?
My experience riding motorcycles will help others on the trip. I probably will need to help some people, whether it be fixing a bike or getting a bike through a harder section.
This is somebody's little rocking horse we're trying to turn into a bash plate. We've got these big hunks of metal underneath the bike. So I'm just concerned with this engine here that we're gonna get a puncture in the bottom of his engine. All of his oil is gonna leak out and his trip's gonna be done.
I stood prayer, I said, Jesus, give me a rocking horse so I can strap it to the bottom of my bike. Seeking you will find, they say. I stood on it right here.
Okay.
And you stood on it over there. You get anything?
A little bit.
A little bit.
We need this out. We need this away from your motor.
So what differentiates an adventure motorcycle from a street motorcycle? It's got knobby tires to get you through dirt. It's got a higher seat height because you need to go over high obstacles. Suspension to be able to take shocks. Pegs that you can actually stand on instead of just sitting on. An ergonomical system where you can grab the handlebars while you're standing up. Packing systems to be able to pack things like tents and coolers and chairs. All the things that you need to be self-contained while at the same time you're going to go down. There's hand guards around your hands so you don't have to get hit with branches. There's extra protection on the side of the engine, underneath the engine, because this bike is going to get down, it's going to get hit, and you can't afford it to go down and leak oil while you're off-road. All these things come together to form what we now know as the modern day adventure bike. If there's anything that you can do to help yourself, it's to teach yourself not to be freaked when your bike bounces. There's a lot of rocks, they're called baby heads. A lot of baby heads up there. Your bike is going to be jumping around. That feeling that you feel on pavement where everything's planted or even on gravel, that feeling's gone. You and your bike will go where you look. It's the weirdest thing. You need to make sure you are looking 30 feet in front of where you're going. 30 feet. You are never this. Never. This never helps you. Momentum is your friend. You start to go, throttle helps you. Throttle helps you. Start to spin, throttle. If you go down, you go down. You're not going to get hurt going 10 miles an hour. You're not going to get hurt. You're not. But if you can get up this somehow, some way, it's a good omen for the rest of your trip. It's important to point out here that we're about to do our first big pass, and these guys haven't even had a chance to ride on basic flat dirt.
I don't have any off-road experience at all. But what I do have, and what I do have to offer, is a willingness to learn. I'm down. I'm down, but okay.
All right, Thomas, I'm gonna keep going. Tommy's down.
He passed him? You didn't stop and help him?
I have any off-road experience? Yes, I do actually. You know, with a non-motorized cycle.
Oh, shoot. Whoa, shoot.
Good, Randy. Good, Randy.
Woo!
Oh,
I was stopping for Tommy.
I thought you were about to die right there, man.
I almost went over that edge.
Zach doesn't have a lot of skill, but he's got the confidence to just stay behind me and get to the top.
Oh, get up, back up on this beast, Moto. Darn it. I'm down. Chuck's down. Ready? Get going, I'm down. Those rocks are, I bottomed out. Okay. You ready? You got it. Be brave, have fun, do your best. You got it. He's going. Come on, Husky. Get up on that. Ready?
Sorry about that, man.
What are you apologizing for?
Because I just held all you guys out.
Don't worry about it. Just get your ass to the top.
Cool, thanks for the help. All righty. The worst part was when I was a little afraid of the right-hand lane, just because it was closer to the cliff, but it was a clearer path for sure.
Zach was really a pleasant surprise here. Zach has had very little motorcycle experience, very little off-road experience, and what do you know, he got up the hill.
Oh, here's some baby heads.
To get people up a mountain, you have to push. Don't give up, let's go. You've got to be that stern and have an attitude of believing in that person and calling them to a place where they might not even want to go themselves. But you can only challenge them as far as you previously encouraged them and built into them. You need to tell those guys, when they get to those guys who are down, cavalry's not coming for them. They gotta freaking figure it out. We've had some difficulties on this trip, but this is where it gets genuinely difficult. Like something's gonna take care of itself. No, it's not. They gotta push their freaking bikes. Those guys just sit on the ground defeated. We're not gonna do anything. This is not luxury trip.
You got it.
This pass stands at 11,700 feet above sea level. There's not much oxygen out here, and the bikes weigh between 450 and 650 pounds fully loaded. You're on a slippery terrain in an incredibly steep grade. You're in protective riding gear, which is hot and limits mobility. This is way more difficult than it looks on video. Picking up a motorcycle on a trail like this is like trying to pick up a piano in a spacesuit on the side of a mountain after sprinting a mile.
So I have Chuck's bike down, Dave's bike down, Randy was just stopped, and John went down, Tommy went down. So they're working on getting everybody up.
Okay, am I needed down there? Do you need me to come down there?
I think these guys could use your challenge and your coaching.
Okay, all right. I'll keep my chewing and come down there.
I work out, but this is beyond a workout. This is some real life bullshiggity.
It's easy to lose control if you're not paying attention. But even as I was paying attention, looking where I wanted to go, and when I was down, I was reassessing, what in the hell did I get myself into?
All right, what do we got going? We got you three. I'll stay down here with other guys to help push and start. So we'll all go up with Chuck if he needs help getting push started.
Problems come up all the time when you're adventure riding, and you gotta figure it out. You can't call in the cavalry to come and save you. You gotta figure it out.
1, 2, up. Okay, pulling the clutch, drift it back a little bit. Bike's not gonna go down. Right there, good. Oh, okay. Let's get him straightened up. Hold the bike, got the bike? I'm gonna walk the bike just get straight here. Give it more gas, and that's right, you gotta give it a lot of gas. More, there we go. You all right? Yeah.
I had to make a decision to turn around. The guys were just not able to keep going, and sometimes retreat is the best option.
How much gas I'm giving that so it doesn't stall?
I'm kind of being looked at as a villain right now with some of these guys. I'm looked at as maybe, a little heartless or something like that with some of them. That's what it looks like to lead. You're taking people where they don't want to go.
You have to go. You cannot creep. You've got to get speed, and you got to get down.
It's not fun being seen as, somewhat heartless.
You got up this far. Going down is twice as easy as coming up.
Gotcha.
Twice as easy.
Heard that before.
Thanks, man. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. It's all worth it. Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Ready? Okay.
That's it. Pump those brakes. That's it. Okay, there you go. Just not that fast. There you go. And brake. You're good. Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly right. Sometimes you got to get a little kick in the ass. You cannot take everything conservative in life. You can't just like, oh, I'm gonna creep it. You've got to go. That's it. Brakes. Good, good. That's a man right there who just grew in his confidence. You growing your confidence on this stuff, man, when you're in the real world, you just got something extra. It's a guy who's not as good of a rider as you, who has more fear than you. And he got over it.
I'm good.
Okay? Back brake. Brake when you go down and, pump your front.
Pretty certain at the end they'll be thankful for the push, and I want them to get to a new place.
Brakes, good. Very good.
Experienced riders have got to be asking, why would you take unexperienced riders on a trip like this? Exactly. What does this mean for the future of the trip? No question, this was a small F failure. But I wasn't ready to say yet that this was a capital F failure. That would only be determined in the days ahead.
When Brian said that if you had trouble going off that, then you're screwed for the rest of the trip, I couldn't do that.
Sometimes a failure in a difficult spot is better than just bypassing a difficult spot. We got to give our people difficult things, or else we have no chance of going forward.
That's the worst I've ever seen Ophir. The worst I've ever seen Ophir unless I had fresh rock slides. It's going to be the hardest of any passes that we do. You guys haven't been on any dirt. You haven't even been on any gravel the last 2 days. You've been straight pavement to that. But here's what you got to take away. You just went up something higher and rockier than you've ever done in your entire life. No one you know has ever done something like that, and you got back down on your own power. Let's not lose that. You went higher and on more intense stuff
than you have ever done in your life, and you got back down and you're fine. That's something.
I accept it. I understand that not everybody's going to be a stellar rider, and I accept that I'm the least stellar of the bunch. That's okay. I'm not self-conscious of that or anything, but what upsets me is the idea that I'm holding others back.
I don't know if it's a self-confidence issue. I don't know if it's does failure just crush you more than it should? I mean, there's something there we need to dig on, that, you know?
Well, it's something like this that I've been working up in my head for so long and looking forward to doing well on, and then you show up and you just feel like everyone's waiting on me all the time. And
we've all been rat on a trail, brother. We've all been rat on a trail. All of us have gone up a trail and said, I don't want to do this. It's good, man. You get over it. It's fine. It's good. It's over. It's no big deal. It's really, it's no big deal. Just flush it down. It's fine. All right?
All right.
I'm picturing the line, see if it'll...
So that's what you moved earlier and it seemed to work all
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I got, what, 10 miles out of it? But I mean, even just start going from there up to here, 20 feet, I mean, it just started cutting out again.
So it runs fine sitting here?
Yeah. So what the heck?
I don't know.
David's got a bike issue. He's not going to be able to continue. He's a very handy guy, so he's going to take stuff apart, see if he can figure out what's going on. He'll catch up with us.
I feel pretty helpless at this point. Like I'm gonna do what I can with the bike, but I don't know this bike. I don't know it well enough. Pretty handy, but I'm not a master mechanic.
Craig's gone in and asked about campsites, what there is around here, and cause I even go to a paid campsite, you know?
I can't shake the feeling, because I know in the back of my mind that it's true that I'm holding everybody up.
You're not holding people back? Before you finish, let me just say, you're not holding people back. We've had broken down bikes. If you were holding us down, I would tell you and I would boot you. I am not bothered by your riding. I'm not bothered by your pace. Not at all. You're good with me.
Fear is it's a beast. And it's a beast that I want to slay in my life. I don't want fear to be the reason that I don't do a mountain pass. If I don't have the skills, I got to train, and I definitely need to train, but I don't want fear to be the reason. So I am, at this point, wanting to get some rest, because tomorrow we're going to try to go back up another mountain. And I don't feel like going up another mountain right now. So I got to pray through that. I want to rest through that, recover, and give another shot at going up a mountain tomorrow.
I've been on a lot of trips with a lot of folks. I'm pretty good at reading moods. And I know you guys are thinking like, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's like, I do know, and I do know you can do a little bit more. And it's about you growing, you know? And I just like getting up here. Best and worst, let's go around. Best and worst. Best thing about the day?
Peak and pit.
Yeah, best thing about or peak and pit, or best and worst?
My worst part of the day wasn't Ophir, but it was the ride immediately after Ophir. I couldn't shake the feeling that I am, well, I've been told that I'm not. I'm still not entirely convinced that I'm not holding everybody back on this adventure. I was just in my own head, just telling myself that I didn't belong here, that I have no business being here, that I've failed at this already, and I was gonna have to go back to everybody back home who knew that I was gonna do this and say, yeah, I wasn't good enough. Tomorrow, my sister's due with my first niece, my first anything like that, and looking down that that big ass cliff, and all I could do was look at that and think, if I try this anymore, I'm going right over that, and I won't get to see my niece. And that was just terrifying.
Well, we're glad you're here, man. We're glad you're here. You're glad to staying in it, and you're doing fine, man.
I'm a relationship person. I love to talk with people and build relationships. And some of the one-offs that we were just having, you know, on, you know, through the headsets or at the gas stations were like really good. Towards the end though, I was spent. I was like, yeah, I have nothing left. I could feel it in my legs and I'm like, damn, I work out. But that's what I had to psych myself up and say, you know you can do this. And once you get there, it's like pushing that last lap in the swimming pool. So that's all good. I appreciate it.
Got my bike up to 100 today, in which I didn't know the front starts doing this on a dirt bike, which is freaking terrifying. It's like, ooh, and I'm like, you know, my street bike doesn't do this. It just goes, right? And I'm like, ooh, Brad's like, getting wobbly up there, buddy? And I'm like, yeah. What the hell is that, right? Terrifying, right? It was like, I'm like, oh, it's triple digits.
I backed off. It looked a little scary from the back.
Did you see? Yeah. He's like, this guy's going down at 100 on the street.
You might want to just close that throttle up.
Anyway.
But guys, great day. Way to push. We've earned a good relax tonight, so thanks, man. Thanks.
We could all use a trip, Captain. Get Brian's unfiltered encouragement and challenge straight to your inbox. Subscribe at briantome.com.